Hello, hello! Welcome to the show. SykoYoda back here with another adventure in Minecraft, and today I am showing some progress off. Been working a little bit. As you can see, we've got the archways closed off with the extra stone brick color. Brought that up. We also have a little bit of support beam brought in. I talked about doing that. I want to do a little bit more on that, but I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I want to do it. But you also see I have this center piece opened up here. And that will be something we're going to work on here very, very shortly. Got a little access way up there still. I talked about how this was kind of be a pill shape once we finished off, and I think that works. I think that's essentially what we got. If we go over to the outside of it and look in, it's not as rounded from this angle, but that's kind of what we were looking for. Is we didn't want it to look too much like an archway. So interior-wise, we do have a very round feeling, but it gets lost on the exterior side of things. Also, you can see that there is some basic similarity between these and these, the way that they're set up. We also have the situation where we need to bring something in here to kind of tie it off or blend things in. Holy cow, my phone's ringing. I'm so unprofessional sometimes, I swear. Do you guys see this little glitch thing on the right, left-hand side? It's probably not going to do it again. Huh. Anyway, there was like these things that are going. Oh, it's the particles. Okay. So I want to do some transitions into here and bring in some more of this color. I know that I'm going to be bringing it up in these corners because it will make sense there very well. This one I'm a bit concerned or confused as to how I can bring it in, but we'll figure out what we're going to do. Maybe it'll just be the opposites, since these are only on essentially the flat sides. Maybe the other side, you know what I'm trying to say? I don't know. We'll figure that out. By the time it gets done, it will make sense. Let's go ahead and head up top and show you why I left that center open there. I was thinking that I needed to have some sort of light source be brought into the center. Not that we're concerned about the lighting on this. I have made sure that every time I place blocks down into something that cannot be spawned on, to the point that there are only a few spawnable blocks on this entire section. There are 2 of these per archway as a spawnable block, and as you can see, it is 3 high, so that means that even a Enderman can spawn there. I don't know if I'm going to try to eliminate that somehow or not. Oh man, I forgot to grab. Oh well. So that'll be something that we'll have to work on down the road. But I want to bring some sort of skylight in here, and I'm using the light gray color tone to kind of accomplish this. I think that it's going to work the best. And I'm missing, what the heck? Oh, well, you know what? If I can grab this. Oh snap! I meant to do that. That was planned. Yeah, that's it. If everything comes out right here, the light gray doesn't show the lines in the glass as much. So like a lot of the people use smooth glass textures to try to eliminate that. Well, the way you can do that in vanilla is by using the light gray texture. So when you look through it, you barely see the lines, as you can see right here. So that's that, and the reason why it is there. Now, what I'm going to do on the upside of this is just bring the glass all the way up. But I want to make a domed appearance to the underneath. So what you see below should look like a dome. Because when glass gets connected to itself, it tends to not show the ones behind it. As you can see here, it looks like I'm just floating on one piece of glass there. Well, not floating, but you know what I mean. So we're going to do this, and it should, in theory, give us a look that very much will still create a dome shape underneath us here. I hope I brought enough glass up here. I can go get more if I need to. Then we're going to go like so. I'm going to have to go get more. And that will give us the next layer. So we're going to bring that up like this, and then we'll be a 3x3 sticking out. Do I have any silk touch? This might be silk touch. I think that's silk touch. Okay. And we'll just continue that all the way around, and I think I'll have enough to just show you what I'm hoping. And then we have a 3x3 in the center. So we're going to bring it up one more, and that should give us a very much domed look down below. Let's go ahead and go down there and take a look, and I'll grab some more glass while I am there. Excuse me. Very, very cold, wet, and rainy lately here. It's causing quite a bit of lung issues for me. I'm a lunger. You know what movie that's from, you can let me know. Okay, that is exactly what I was looking for. Got a very much a dome feel to it. Now I just want to completely fill that in and flatten it off, and that will make more sense as we get did I just, yes I did. That will make more sense as we get into it as well. But essentially I have something I'm going to be adding to the top here. It's kind of multi-purpose, the roof, and I don't think I've talked about it too much, but everything I build, I try to think about purpose for it ahead of time, but I've said this many a times, and I maintain that although I like to have function in my builds, for me, function function always follows form. Most people say form follows function. Well, I like the way things look before I care anything about what they can do or what purpose they actually have. And I don't know why I feel that way. That is not something that I really do in life. I tend to be a person who likes very utilitarian things, especially when it comes to like vehicles and stuff like that. So like my taste in vehicles, yes, I appreciate really clean vehicles, things that have had a lot of work done on them or what have you, and they end up looking really, really nice, this, that, and the other thing. Lots of chrome, all that. I appreciate it. It looks good, but I would never own anything like that because, to me, it serves no purpose. You're too afraid to drive the vehicle, you know, even to the grocery store because it might get a door ding. Then why bother having it? That's just the way I've always felt about that kind of thing. Make sure everything looks the same. It does. And so, for some reason, when it comes to this game, that is not the case, and it's very odd that, you know, how I am in the rest of my life doesn't kind of bleed into creating things here in Minecraft, but for some reason it never has. So, that thing is actually squared and blocked off all the way up, but because of the way because of the way the glass works when it interacts with itself, the hitboxes and all that, you can't tell that, and it just gives this nice dome effect and feel. And that is exactly what we're looking for. Another thing that has been going on, I finished the quarter that we were working on over the base, cleaning that out, and I wanted to go ahead and check and see if there's any caves in this area that still need to be lit up. Kind of hit the islands next to this place to see if there's any caves that branch down. I know that there's a dark spot. Over on the one where we took the floaty island out, so I'm hoping that there's some other stuff around here as well. Do I want the dirt on me? I don't think I need to bring it. I'm sure I'll get plenty of resources as we go. That's just the way things roll. But that's my plan today, is to go out and just check all these islands right next to us. Like right there's a dark spot, so like we can head in there, go down, see if there's anything well below us. Try to get a lot of that stuff lit up. Force the spawning to happen on the outside, in the environment versus underground, and that will be again more relevant once we get further into the project as to why that's the case. So I'm gonna head in here and see if this takes us anywhere. This is being recorded again in advance because that's how I do things. I actually will more than likely learn a little bit more about what's going down, Charlie Brown, as time goes on. But how is everybody feeling about the YouTube Red? Right? It's one of those things that people have been so confused about, and all this could be avoided if Google just spent like 20 seconds explaining to everyone, including the content providers, but not necessarily just the content providers, everyone, as to exactly what the heck the deal is. And having this onslaught of interviews being created by PewDiePie really doesn't help us in any way, shape, or form understand what's going on, because no one trusts that dude. He is a gimmick from the word go, and as far as I know, no one has had any real interaction with the guy in the YouTube environment. Like, you know, when it comes to other content providers, it's not like he goes and hangs out at all the parties and stuff with everybody, and people actually get to know him. The majority of people say basically that they don't watch him and they don't like his content because it's fake. And it is. He's just pandering to the younger audience. Well, really, when it comes to entertainment, there's nothing wrong with that. But it's really hard to take somebody as a content provider seriously when they come out and say something like PewDiePie has been saying, where he's basically saying he doesn't care if he makes money off of YouTube Red, this, that, and the other thing. Now, come on. Everybody cares if they make money. You're not doing this for free. You're doing this because you're getting a paycheck for it. So to say that you don't care, to me, all of the comments that PewDiePie has made, it just feels like he was paid to say them. I mean, I'm just going to outright say it. So that being the only person that's really had a voice in what to expect from YouTube Red in any fashion whatsoever, it's only hurting YouTube and Google at this point. And them to not just come out and say this is what we expect to see happen, or this is the generic breakdown of what's going to happen, or anything like that. Like, they've given no reference materials, nothing to the content providers. And as marketing is always these days, because it's just the norm, the marketing that was done for it is so vague and generic that you can't really get any real information out of it, even as a viewer. It is very vague, a bit confusing, and has caused more questioning than answering. That's just not the way to do things. Never has been, never will be. Don't understand it. So my take on YouTube Red is, providing that they're not screwing us out of funds, which I have a feeling they are, I don't see how it couldn't increase the amount of income available to the standard YouTuber. That being said, the whole idea of when we were re-signing this new thing to how we were going to be receiving funds depending on what we were doing, this, that, and the other, and the breakdown of how the monthly was going to work, was initially said to be, or at least it led to say that, to be that it was just a YouTube only thing. Now they've implemented it so that Play Music is part of it, and essentially you're paying the same price as you were for Play Music, and you're getting... Holy cow, there's a lot of mobs around here. You're getting... Oh, that bat freaked me out. There you are. YouTube Red for free. And they were even actually trying to say that that was, you know, that was the selling point, is why not? You know, just keep paying for it. You're getting Play Music or Google Music, and then you're getting YouTube Red for free. It's just adding more for bang for your buck. Well, there's no denying that they're trying to compete with things like Netflix and Hulu Plus. I mean, that's pretty obvious that that's what's going down, because they are starting to lose a considerable amount of money to Netflix specifically via its proprietary content. All the shows that Netflix is coming out with right now, they're creating a lot of hype, and they're creating some really good stuff that they're not shying away from putting money into. And so it's changed the scope of the market for internet availability and entertainment, where it used to be something that people didn't really use or were shying away from, and it's now becoming more and more a household thing. And so there's going to be a big, you know, money grab for it, essentially. And so, you know, I don't blame Google. I don't blame YouTube for wanting to get in on the ground floor of this and make some money off of it. That makes sense as a business model. And there's no quarrel with that as far as I'm concerned. The problem is they had to find a way to justify the cost, because, let's face it, the majority of YouTube content, quality-wise and budget-wise, is not anywhere near what they spend on, say, the Daredevil show for Netflix, right? So to just go out and say we're going to do $9.99 a month to get YouTube ad-free, that wasn't going to fly, because the majority of people weren't going to pay for it. And I think the original idea, if I remember correctly, seeing some kind of numbers being thrown around, was going to be $5 a month. That was, if I remember correctly, something that Google actually released at one point, was what they were considering doing. This all leads up to one thing. Because Google Play, or I'm sorry, not Google Play, because Google Music or Play Music is now rolled into the same fee as the YouTube Red, does that mean that half of that money, also known as, you know, we're paying $10 a month, $5 a month, is still going directly to that side of things to pay for the music rights and the profit margins and everything else on that end of things? If that is the case, they're essentially saying that the really mixed up verbiage, YouTube content providers were going to be getting their 55% split, and then the percentage of that based off of views from the $10 a month. But in reality, you're only getting 55% as a base of $5 a month, and then you're getting the percentage off of that. The other thing that they have done is made it so that you can do donations directly through YouTube, which is great. It does help, and it does work. But people are kind of against it because that was never part of YouTube. And they're thinking, well, this isn't the way it used to be. Why would I be paying for it now? I can totally understand that, too. I get all sides and aspects of the arguments here, But what people aren't understanding as they continue to use more and more ad blocker is that this content isn't being made for free. This content is being made because people are able to stay home and make enough of a living off of it to provide the content. So you stop watching all the commercials, you stop paying for the service in any way, shape, or form, and all of a sudden the people that were creating the content have no viable income to continue to create the content. And this is the majority of people that do this on a massive scale. This is essentially why they're doing it, is they're making enough income to either substitute part of a full-time job or a quote-unquote real income. Holy cow, that's a lot of zombies. There's got to be a spawner over here. Oh my gosh, what the hell? Oh dear Lord. Okay. Why is there so many zombies? Where did they come from? Okay, there's either a spawner around here or something. Did I drop? I was in here. Okay, this is where I came in. There's got to be a spawner over here. That is a lot of zombies, dude. A lot of zombies. So, to wrap that up, long story short, because I feel like I've been talking about it enough, is YouTube Red a good thing? It very possibly could be. That doesn't mean it is. It just means it could be. Will it work? I hope so. I personally am not planning to buy into the $10 a month for YouTube. I'm saying this as somebody who is hoping that it works so that I can, create more revenue stream off of it. But at the same time, I already use a music service. It's called Pandora, and I already pay approximately $6 a month, I think it is, for that. So I don't intend on changing the way that I use YouTube. As of right now, if I subscribe to the person on YouTube, I watch any commercial before their videos that is 2 minutes or less than 2 minutes. I don't tend to watch videos that are short, so this doesn't affect me in that same fashion as it does a lot of other people who watch really, really short videos. But I feel like that I am paying for my content in some fashion. The problem is the overwhelming majority, adult, child, or other, has decided that these people are making enough money, I don't need to watch commercials anymore. And that's kind of the gist of everybody is, oh, just use ad block. I don't watch any ads. I know some people personally, not pointing out any names, you know who you are, who continuously tell me that they use ad block, yet they complain about why they can't create a reliable amount of income off of this. You can't have it both ways, and you have to be willing to make the understanding that it is a way of paying for the content. Commercials, are they obtrusive? Are they bad? Are they a poor business practice? Probably all of the above. But until something else is available to you that actually makes sense, and you're willing to pay for the content that you're watching, you should probably watch those commercials from time to time. I'm just saying, you should probably do it. So here's hoping that YouTube Red does work out. It does create the ad revenue, or I mean the revenue that people require to continue to do whatever it is they do. And here's hoping you guys understood where I was coming from on that. Also, here's hoping that we get more information on how YouTube Red is actually working for both a content provider's point of view and a viewer's point of view, so that we can better understand what we're paying for or into before we make a decision on how we go forward with it. I don't think this is where the zombies are coming from. I don't even know if this is a zombie spawner or not. I think it's a skeleton, but I did find a spawner. So let's go ahead and pop in here real quick. Yep, that is a skeleton spawner. Okay. Not bad, not bad. What we got? What we got? Anything I need? A couple iron. I'll take the bread. That's my backup stuff. And I'll take the gunpowder. Nothing going on too much there. I did come across a ravine. I think that might have made it on video a little bit. It looked like somebody had already kind of been in there, but we went ahead and did the upper half of it because the main reason I'm in here is for iron. But I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and then I'm going to head over and talk to Waterbear a little bit. He's been working on a project. Wanted to go over and take a look, see what he's been up to. I know he keeps on asking if anybody wants to come dig. That he can have. He has plenty of work for them, so it must be something pretty big that he's working on. We'll head over there in just a few as I finish up this area, the caves. If it continues on too far, I'll just go ahead and stop and head over that way. But we'll meet you over there in just a few. Do you know you have sheep in your...
Yeah, I know.
Okay. They've escaped, or...
Well, with where the hole went, it kind of went into where the sheep were.
Oh, you moved the portal down here, too.
Yeah.
Holy crap, dude.
It was taken out.
I just saw, like, a little bit of... I'm assuming this side, because it looks like this was the first area you started.
I started with where the grass is, then I started with where you're standing, then I did that corner, now I'm over here.
So is this going to be like an inverted pyramid, basically?
Yes. Yes.
That is awesome. It looks like a giant coliseum.
Yeah, I mean, if you go up really quick, you'll see where my bed was. Like, that was island.
Holy cow, dude. Are you emptying the ocean?
Yeah. So the sheep are where you see that grass right there. That was sheep.
Oh, really? That was the sheep pen?
That was the sheep pen.
Oh, wow, yeah. Okay, that puts some perspective on it. You've taken out quite a bit of the island here.
Yeah. The cows are actually, like, right here.
Huh.
Like, I'm standing on the cows.
Because that right there, to the little island, was where your underground thing is at.
Yep.
That's crazy. So how many stacks of cobble have you let just disappear at this point?
I started letting it disappear when I started on this section over here.
Okay. I did the same thing. Like, I made the majority of the hole that I've been working on, I've kept it. But I'm at to the point now where I'm just like, okay, I don't need any more.
So that top chest there is resources, then mob drops, then smooth stone, then I don't know what yet. That's all cobble.
That whole... Oh, jeez.
These bottom two are the 3 other stone. The second one up is dirt. Top one is...
That's a lot of gravel. That's a lot of gravel.
Sand. And then this is cobble and stuff again.
See, that's... Okay, so... I've been digging this hole, right? But I was the first person to really start digging a hole. Rain. I knew that Rain was going to be digging one because of the project she's working on. Through the portal?
Yeah.
Okay. But I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have all these resources. I'm gonna totally just like make oodles and oodles of money. People are gonna want special blocks and stuff. I'll have tons of them. Now everybody's got them.
Except Scree.
Yeah, the only person who doesn't have is Scree. And all she wants is slime blocks anyway, which by the way, I now have over a stack of, so...
And we're gonna go down the bridge really quick.
And that's after playing that prank on her, which was a couple stacks, I think, of
it was
slime blocks.
A couple at least.
Oh, it's good to see the boat still there.
Yeah, I put a bridge to actually get in it.
Are you going to use it for anything?
I don't know, maybe. I plan on, once I get this done, I'm gonna work on the village and take the village. Like, if you see a bunch of torches and there's like actually some stone brick, the village is gonna actually go down towards the water.
Oh, nice. Okay. Kind of incorporate everything. Well, you could set up, since you made that big ring in the Nether, you could set up multiple portals.
Oh yeah, easily.
So you could, you could just make that your brewing room, the boat, if you wanted to. I'm not saying that specifically. It's just like...
The only problem is, when I'm standing on that island over there, the village is not loaded.
The one you started on?
Yeah, my starting island and the village are not loaded at the same time.
Okay, that looks pretty cool from up here.
Yeah, from over here you can see how big it's going to be.
Did you? Oh, you already did the outline of the whole thing?
I haven't done the outline, but I've got stuff in the water. So you can see where it comes to here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, yeah.
And then if you look over on that mountain, you'll see a little sand pillar.
Okay.
With the light on it.
Yeah.
Like behind the trees. That's where it's going to on that island.
That is insane. You're going to cut that all out?
Yeah.
You're not going to have any jungle left. You started a jungle biome and there's no jungle left.
There's jungle. There's actually quite a bit of jungle wrapped over there. And there's a lot of jungle behind here.
You have to plant more. Well, I know that. That's where I came and grabbed a whole bunch of vines from.
I was going to say, there's a bunch of jungle back there.
You're going to have to replant trees, man.
I'm going to. But I'm going to build everything and then plant trees around it all. But yeah, you can see how big that's going to be.
That's going to be huge.
It's going to be a little bit too big.
What's the point of having a long-term server if you don't do, megalithic structures, right?
Yeah. So you can just jump down from here. It's safe.
Dude, that was way too close.
I know where
You were like 1 block away from hitting the sand.
Even if I had hit the ground, I would have lived.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, it's a little too big.
You definitely are digging out volume-wise more than I am. And because of it's an inverted pyramid, like we were talking about before I started recording, you're getting no diamonds. Yeah. Like, none.
All the diamonds were in this first section.
That's hilarious. Well, so you've got the chance up past that, right where that redstone is, right
where
there.
The iron is, roughly.
Yeah, so you might get a few more diamonds out of it, but holy cow, that's a lot of resources.
Let's see. This is a slime chunk. That corner over there is a slime chunk. Where the furnaces are is a slime chunk. And that obsidian is a slime chunk.
Scree. All you need to do is dig a big hole. You're good to go.
Scree. It's a little big.
Well, good luck to you. I can see now why you've been asking for help with the digging. But I still haven't finished my project, so no. Rain's just about done with hers, so you might be able to talk her into it. She's getting really close. She says she needs to start having me come up with some concepts for the guardian spawner, which I told her I already pretty much know what I'm going to do, so
yeah.
We'll have that soon. A nice guardian farm will be awesome. All those new blocks to play with. And then 1.9's just about ready to release, so
yep. Yeah, so if you look right in here, this is what's left of the sheep farm. I think I actually killed most. I killed those.
Oh, that's right. You had every color for a while.
Yeah. I don't know if Yep, I killed those. Yep, I killed them all. But this was a sheep farm.
You murderer! Well, have fun. I'm going to take off, go get some lunch. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, go ahead and say hello and leave a like. As usual, folks, thanks for watching. Hope to see you in another adventure in Minecraft very soon as we find other ways to interact and entertain. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
I gotta go back down. I forgot. You moved it down there. I went up here to the portal that doesn't exist.
Here's all the colorful. It's still kind of floating. So I didn't actually move the chest for the wool. That was in the respective way.
did kill some sheep. Holy cow.
Yeah.